Big news, big news. Google Photos will be canceling its unlimited storage plan uh, by June 2021. June 2021. So after that, they will switch to 15 gigabyte cap. 15 gigabyte cap. That's still larger than most of its competitors. But to be honest, now like it has been offering us the unlimited storage plan for over 5 years. I think that's awesome. Even I think they switched the model one time before. Originally was like you can store original photos unlimitedly, and after the switch, you only can store high quality photos, which is not original. So it means like your photo will be compressed a little bit, but still decent. And more importantly, it can actually store your videos, original videos. I actually did a lot of experiments, and it actually didn't compress my videos at all. Just when you use the Google Photos, maybe it shows you the compressed video, but when you download a video, it's actually original. Okay, so anyway, that's the couple of things. First thing is like 15 gigabyte cap, and Google Docs and the Google Spreadsheet will also run against the same cap, 15 gigabyte. Now ratio is like combine all the files, you can now get storage over 15 gigabyte, or you can actually have separate for Google Docs, Google Spreadsheet, Google Photos. But anyway, there's a cap, and the photos that you upload before June 2021, it will not be counted in the 15 gigabyte cap. Means even now you upload a lot, you upload 1 terabyte, it will still not be counted as 15 gigabytes cap. I know some people actually use this very intensely. They basically use Google Photos as their backup hard disk. Yeah. And they also have another policy, which is they would delete the photos if the account is not logged in for over 2 years. I think this is a pretty serious, because that means you cannot treat Google Photos as your backup hard disk. It's not 100% guaranteed, because sometimes maybe you forgot to log in. Maybe you have multiple accounts, then you forgot log in one account, and there will be problem. Okay, and Pixel's owners will still be able to upload high quality photos unlimitedly after the deadline, after June 2021. I think that's the Google strategy to push people by Pixels, and also by the Google One storage plan. They have actually Google One storage plan. That's kind of a plan that provide Google Photos, Google Storage as a cloud storage. It's a competitor to Dropbox and the iCloud, that kind of things. And the pricing, it's kind of, I would say it's cheap. It's around $2 a month for $199 for 100 gigabyte, and they have several tiers, and the largest tier is 30 terabyte, and around $150. That's very expensive, I would say, but you can enjoy 30 terabytes. Some probably heavy photographers will need that. And yeah, I personally started use Google Photos just recently. I think just a couple of months ago, because I don't really have big storage, internal storage on my MacBook. And as you know, MacBooks, like SSD is very expensive, and I needed to find a way to back up my photos. So that's why I chose to use Google Photos. It provided unlimited plans, but unfortunately, I joined too late. That was the kind of switching plan. But the good news is we still have 7 months until the change happen, right? And there's also some, I think that like most people guess it's because Google wants to push people to use Google One storage. Otherwise, there's no point for people. There's no incentives for people to switch to the pay plan, right? Because you already can use unlimited photos. You just need to compress your photos a little bit, and most people don't mind it. And and also another reason that Google do this is probably there are more and more users, and maybe a lot of people storing a lot of photos. Then Google feels that's already too expensive to store those photos for those free users, so they want to charge. But I incline is more like they want to push the Google One storage, because Google really have a lot of hardwares to store that kind of things, right? Okay, so there are actually so far there 4 trillion photos are stored in Google Photos. That's a very big number. It's an unimaginable number. 4 trillion photos. I don't even know how to describe that. There's only 7 billion people on Earth. So basically, it's around one person store maybe 700 photos on Google Photos. And of course, not everyone's using Google Photos, right? So on average, one really real users maybe store over 2,000, 3,000, or even 10,000 photos. That's a big number. It's an unthinkable number. And I guess a lot of people, they don't really use it anymore, but they just keep the photos there. So that's the reason why Google started to thinking about they need to delete some photos. Yeah, because no matter what, no one use that. Okay, so anyway, that's big news today. And if you are using Google Photos, it's definitely worth paying attention to, and to consider what kind of plans you want to switch to, or you want to switch to other solution, maybe Dropbox, or you just run your hard disk RAID, right? That's also a solution, but the cloud solution is kind of good. It's easier. Only issue is like you probably don't want to store something that's really highly confidential in the cloud. Okay, but for those kind of photos, you go for vacations. You just the photos of your dogs, cats. Probably no harm to store in the cloud. So basically, that's all for today. And if you would like to receive more videos about tech news, tech trend analysis like this, don't forget to subscribe. And other than that, take care. I'll see you next time.